taking accountability and doing a little bit more to study for our math test. We are, as you know, going to be having our math test on Monday. What's the date? Monday, January 29th. And we did a great job today reviewing what to expect on the test. And I love those of you that are tuning in today at whatever point in your weekend so that you can get a little bit some extra practice. So I'm going to go over the study guide again. You can work through the problems with me. You can grab a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to go through the problems. You can pause at any point. You can think about it. You can always rewind if you need a little extra reinforcement. So we're going to go ahead and start the study guide, and I'm very proud of you. Great job continuing to study. This is going to result in some huge successes. Let's go ahead and get going on numbers 1 and 2. Okay, my loves, these probably look familiar. These are the same problems we went over today in class, which is Thursday. Let's look at number 1. Lana needs 3 marshmallows to put in each hot chocolate mug. If marshmallows come in bags of 21, how many mugs of hot chocolate can she make using 1 bag? Show your work and label your units. So we are going to look at our values. So this one is really straightforward. Again, these are the types of problems that we kind of started with when we first began our division journey. So I'm looking at, oops, I haven't done this in a long time, hopefully. Beautiful. So we're looking at 3, we're looking at 21, and really what I'm thinking about is that we're sharing 21 evenly across, really, if marshmallows come in packs of 21, 3 marshmallows to put in. Beautiful. So Lana is very generous. She's going to be putting 3 marshmallows in the hot chocolate. I would love a mug of hot chocolate. And really what we're looking for is how many mugs can she make if we are putting 3 mugs and 3 marshmallows in each mug. So really our equation is very simple. 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. And our unit here is mugs because we're talking about mugs of hot chocolate. And we can figure out 21 divided by 3 in a multitude of ways. You can share 21 evenly across 3 groups. That would result in 7 in each group. You can, of course, take your time to go ahead and say 1, 2, 3, sharing evenly across all of your groups until we have 21. I feel like you guys are really comfortable with that, so I'm not going to go through that. You can also think about this division equation on a number line. We're landing on 21, and we're taking 3 hops that are, let's pretend those are exactly the same length. And really what that looks like, my friends, is each hop is going to have a length of 7. So again, you're going to employ all of these great skills and strategies you have for division, and you're just going to really use whatever works for you. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. I'll choose a new color here. And number 2, we see Karish read for the same amount of time each day for 5 days. Again, when I see same amount, I'm immediately thinking division or multiplication because we know those groups have to be the same, equal groups. She read for 20 hours total. How many hours did she read each day? So I know that we are looking at 20 hours total. So I know that I'm looking to divide 20 hours total across the 5 days because again we read that she reads the same amount. So what we're looking at here is 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4, and our unit here is hours. I feel really good about this answer. 20 divided by 5 equals 4 because we know that 4 times 5 equals 20. And I don't know about you, but my favorite way to work on 5s is, of course, by using our funny accent and counting by 5s. Let's do it 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. Great, so we just showed 4 5s is 20. Two really straightforward problems to get us going. Let's continue on 3 and 4 coming up next. Okay, my friends, here we are looking at number 3 and 4. Let's check out what's going on in number 3. There are 15 gummy bears. I always like to circle the numbers, and I'm starting to kind of picture what's going on in this problem. 15 gummy bears on the counter. Andrew wants to put an equal number, okay, I like this, equal number of gummy bears in 3 bags. So I'm just going to imagine this happening because I don't really like launching into any mathematical work before I really understand what's happening. So I have these 3 bags and there's 15 gummy bears. So I'm immediately thinking, I know that if I do 5 here, put another 5 here, I have 10. And if I put 5 in this bag, not only do I have 3 bags with the same amount, I've just shared 15 evenly across 3 bags because we can count by 5s to see 5, 10, 15. So is this possible? Yes, it's for sure possible. Yes, it's possible. Write an equation to match the problem. So what did we just show in this picture? I drew the picture first because our brains like pictures. It helps our brains kind of feel comfortable with what's going on. But the equation that we just showed is that we shared 15 gummy bears. So 15 divided by 3 equal groups or 3 equal bags. And what we found out is that indeed we have 5 gummy bears in each bag. So then the picture works out perfectly. I could put the number 5 in each bag, or of course we could take the time to put 5. We don't have to take the time to draw gummy bears, although that would be adorable. But I can definitely show either the number 5 or the 5 little dots to represent the gummy bears. Moving on to number 4, let's choose our next color. We've used, let's do a red for this one. Mrs. Lamont is making 8 cookie trays. Yum, 8 cookie trays. My mouth is watering. For a party, she wants to divide 32 sugar cookies equally among the trays. How many sugar cookies will she put on each tray? So she's making 8 cookie trays for a party. She wants to divide the 32 sugar cookies equally among the trays. How many sugar cookies will she put on each? So we are beginning here with 32 sugar cookies. And we know that we see this word equally, she's sharing them equally. And how is she sharing them equally? Well, she's going to put 32 equally divided across 8 cookie trays. So what is that going to look like? How many cookies are we going to end up with on each tray? I'm thinking 32 divided by 8. If we don't know that answer right away, we can also consider some number times 8 equals 32. So we're trying to figure out what is that number? What can we multiply 8 by to make 32? Or how can we divide 32 evenly across 8 to make this secret fabulous number? Again, we can look at our 8 cookie trays. If you are really stumped, if this is, I'm going to draw a little line here so we don't get that mixed up. If this division fact is not immediately coming to you, you can always create these great pictures of equal groups. So we have 8 cookie trays. I could for sure take the time to share 32 across all of our 8. But I immediately know, because I've been working on my multiplication facts, I know that 32 divided by 8 is 4. We also know that 4 times 8 is 32. So we can show that here in the picture, and we can show, you could certainly draw your 4 cookies on each of our 8 trays. We can also write the number 4 on each of our 8 trays. And our magical answer that we're looking right here is 4. And our units, we never want to forget that, for number 4 is going to be cookies. Final answer, 4 cookies. We're going to move along to number 5 and 6 next. Okay, my friends, checking out number 5. I think, who did this one today? Was this Daniela and Gianna? Did you guys do this one today? We're looking for some unknowns. So we see the instructions for number 5. We're going to fill the missing numbers in the equations below. So 5 times some mystery number equals 35. Another way we can think about that is 35 divided by 5 equals some mystery number. And both of these are going to be the same value. So what we can do is we can think about, how many 5s do we need to make 35? Sounds to me like we can count by 5s again. Let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So how many 5s did we need to build 35? Well, I can see 5, 6, 7. 7 5s make 35. 5 times 7 is 35. So, in turn, 35 divided by 5 is going to give us that 7. Another way we can write this multiplication, we know that every multiplication equation can be written in 2 different ways. We can think of 5 times 7, or you guys are probably also thinking that we can do 7 times 5, and that's great too. Beautiful. Moving on to number 6. Here we have Yulia can't remember how to solve 54 divided by 9. That's okay. Her brother says you can use multiplication to help, and her brother is right. Write a multiplication equation that could help Yulia solve this problem. Use the letter H for the unknown number. So Yulia is trying to figure out 54 divided by 9. We're looking for... So we've got 54 divided by 9, and we know these 9s can be tricky. 54 divided by 9, the unknown number, we're just going to be really fancy and practice our algebra. We're going to say the answer is called H. It's very mysterious. So 54 divided by 9 is H. Well, I can also think about, 9 times this mystery number, 9 times this mystery H, is equal to 54. Because really what we're trying to figure out is how many 9s do we need, how many copies of 9 do we need to make in order to get to 54. So there's a few ways we can do this. We can for sure draw 9 equal groups and then share 54 evenly across them. You can do your fun counting your 9 multiplication trick. It's not a trick, but you can think about, do you guys remember a long time ago? You can think about what happens when we do 1 times 9, 2 times 9, and you can actually just write out your own. Let's do this. I feel like this is a good strategy for this one, 5 times 9. So recall, my friends, 1 times 9 is 9, right? So I'm going to put a 0 in the 1s column, 0 in the 10s column, a 9 in the 1s. 2 times 9, 18. 3 times 9, 27. Notice 0, the digits in the 10s column is increasing by 1. The digits in the 1s column are decreasing by 1. So think about the pattern that you see, and we can generate all of our multiples of 9 without using too much brain power. So what we were able to see, let's do 4 times 9, 5 times 9, 6 times 9. We'll do one more here so we can see. You can see the 4 is going to decrease to 5, and the 5, am I being silly? Yeah. No, 4 is going to increase to 5, and the 4 increases to 5, 5 increases to 4. So what we can see using our 9s pattern is that 6 times 9 is 54. So what is this magical H, this mysterious unknown number? It's just 6. 9 times 6 is 54, or 54 divided by 9 is equal to 6. For number 7s and 8, it is really your choice. Whatever strategy you want to use is great. I'm going to go through the answers just so that we can make sure you have the correct answers. But again, you can use any strategy for numbers 7 and 8. So we're looking at 60 divided into 10 equal groups. Our quotient here is going to be 6. We can also be really fancy and check ourselves and say 6 times 10. equals 60. We can just count by tens. 6 times 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yes, 6 times 10 is 60. 60 divided by 10, 6. 18 divided by 9. This one's pretty straightforward. We're looking at 2. 18 divided into 9 equal groups equals 2. A way that we can check ourselves is we can look at 9 times 2, which is going to give us that 18. 49 divided by 7. This is one of our doubles. 49 divided by 7 is 7 because 7 times 7 is 49. Very good. I think did we look at this one earlier in the study guide? 45 divided by 9. That is going to give us our 5 because we know 5. Whoops. Oh dear. No. Stand by. Sometimes this pen gets a little too sensitive. It's okay, friend. Okay. Because, oh dear. Oh, wow. Okay. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. Stand by, guys. Sorry. Hopefully this works. Woof. 5 times 9 is going to give us the 45. We can always check ourselves by counting by 5s 9 times. Let's do it because it's so much fun. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Fabulous. Wonderful, wonderful. 32 divided by 8 is going to give us 4. 45, oh, we can use this one down here. 45 divided by 5 is 9 because we know 5 times 9 is 45. That was easy. 6 divided into 2 equal groups. We're going to be looking at 3 in each group. 30 divided by 5, 30 divided by some number equals 5. Really thinking about, what is the relationship between these two? I think we are really, really comfortable with our 5s times tables. We can think about, 5 times some number equals 30. What is that number? 6. Yes, 30 divided by 6 is 5. This one, 8 divided by some mystery number equals 8. That mystery number is 1. 8 divided into one equal group is going to look like there's 8 in that one group. Another way we can just make sure we're completely correct is by checking ourselves with multiplication. 8 times 1, just one copy of 8 is still going to leave us with 8. Let's move on to our next part of the study guide. Here we go. Okay. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is number 9. This one gave us a run for our money today. I was getting a little mixed up, but that is okay to get mixed up when you're doing math. Sometimes math does that to us. And it was a full moon, so I think everyone was just feeling extra silly. So number 9, let's really make sense of this before we just launch into our calculations. Vitaly had 4 sheets of stickers. Okay, wonderful. Each sheet had the same number of stickers. Awesome. A friend gave him 5 more stickers. Now he has 33. How many stickers were on each sheet? So we want to go back to this 33. So now at the end of the story, he has 33 stickers. He has 33 stickers. Excuse me here. He has 33 stickers because his friend, why is this giving me a hard time? His friend, come on. His friend, this marker gets a little silly sometimes. There we go. We have 33 stickers. Let's try the 33. Wait for it. It's going to be good, guys. We're almost there. Okay. So in the end, we have 33 stickers. But guess what? We didn't always have 33 stickers. We only have 33 stickers because his friend gave him 5. So I want us to think about, well, how many stickers did he have before his friend was so nice and gave him 5 stickers? So let's look at 33 minus 5 to figure out what did he start with. We can't do 5 minus 3, so we're going to do a little regrouping. You guys probably can do this in your head, but I just want to show it this way as well. So we're looking at 13 minus 5 is 8. And then we have 2 minus nothing is 28. So before his friend was so sweet and gave him stickers, we had 28 stickers. That's his original collection. And these stickers were shared across 4 sheets. So what we're looking at is 28 divided by 4. Again, we can absolutely draw out like a really nice sketch of 4 sticker sheets, and then you can share your 28 across all 4 of them. I'm going to go ahead and challenge us to think about what number times 4 equals 28. That number is going to be 7. 28 divided by 4 is 7. So on each page of stickers, we're going to see 7. And of course, this happened before, this is what it looks like before a friend was so generous and gave 5 more stickers to the collection. So our final answer here is 7, and we have to think about what our unit is. Going back to the problem, we see that our unit here is going to have to be stickers. So again, my friends, with these 2-step problems, please make sure you understand the whole story. We have to use our reading comprehension skills for these. We really need to make sure we can see the whole story kind of acted out in our imagination, or draw a picture before we even get into doing these calculations. Moving over to 10, you guys did a great job with this yesterday when I sort of threw the order of operations at you. So we're seeing Kaya uses the order of operations to solve the equation, underlined to show what steps she should do first. So you guys know that we're always going to be doing division or multiplication. We kind of remember that because those are like the harder ones. We're always going to do these before we do addition or subtraction. So let's look at this problem. 62 minus 45 divided by 9 equals B. I'm thinking, oh, we always do division first. Division or multiplication first. So I'm going to underline that part. Now I have to figure out, well, geez, okay, I know I have to do this first, but what is 45 divided by 9? I think we did this a few problems ago. We know 45 divided by 9 is 5, because 5 times 9 is 45. Completes the triangle. So I solved this, 45 divided by 9. Notice that I'm putting the answer below that portion of the equation, but now I have to bring along the rest of the equation. So I'm going to rewrite the equation here on the second line. And so we're looking at 62 minus 5, because 5 we already solved. That's the answer to 45 divided by 9. So now we just have to figure out, well, what's 62 minus 5? Let's just kind of imagine this happening like a vertical number line. So we're at 62 and we're going to count down 5. Let's count down 5 marks and see what we land at. So we're at 62. Then we go to 61, 60, 59, 58. Beautiful. So we were at 62. We counted down 5, and wait, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I messed that up, you guys. Let's try that again. I don't know if I counted that first tick. Let's do that again. So we're at 62. Let's count down 5. 62, 61, or I don't know if I counted incorrectly. Please forgive me. It's a little late for Mrs. Calamares. 62. Okay, 61, 60, 59. 58, 57. There we go. So our final answer here is 57 when we're very careful thinking about 62 minus 5. Thank you for your patience on that one. Okay, let's go on to number 11, 12, and then it looks like we're almost done with this work for tonight. Okay, my friends, let's look at the couple more 2-step problems here. Number 11, we see Jake went to the zoo. So this is where we're going to start imagining this happening in the movie in our brain. So Jake's going to the zoo. The cost of the entire zoo experience all day, he spent $24, which is actually a bargain. I'm so happy for Jake. This included the entrance to the zoo and 2 snacks that were equally priced. The zoo fee cost $10. Okay, very important. How much did it cost for 1 snack? Okay, so let's set this up. We know that Jake went to the zoo and he spent $24. $24 was spent, but now we're wondering, well, what did he spend $24 on? He spent $24 on the zoo fee, which was 10, so we already know that. And then he also bought 2 snacks. We know that these snacks were equally priced, so I'm going to put the same, I'm going to use the same shape for them so our brain can see that these other values are going to be the same number. So I'm wondering, okay, so $24 was spent on the zoo fee and 2 snacks. I'm wondering, okay, well, how much money did he have for the snacks? That is going to look like us considering, oh no, here we go again. Be nice to me, be nice. That's going to be us looking at, why is it doing this to me? 24, I'll just do it under here. 24 minus 10 is going to show us how much money did he have for snacks. I'm at 24 and I'm going to take a hop down of 10 and I'm going to land on 14. So this is very interesting because 10 plus 14 is going to give us 24. He spent $14 on snacks, but the question is asking us how much for 1 snack. So he spent $14 on 2 snacks. I'm thinking, 14 shared evenly across 2. I can see that each snack is going to be $7 because 7 plus 7 is 14. I'm just going to add this up to make sure that I have everything correct. I know 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 10 is going to give me the 24. Both sides of my equation are balanced. And my final answer here is going to be showing what was the cost for 1 snack. 1 snack, just one of these triangles, is $7. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, one more 2-stepper here, and this one is about me. I can't even believe it. I'm so famous. And my boys and their Legos. So I am so nice. I bought 6 boxes of Legos. My boys are going to be so happy. Each box had the same number of Legos. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like all of the groups we're doing are equal numbers, so I feel fine with that. I'll say I opened 1 box and gave 4 Legos to my son. He's so excited. Now I have 26 Legos. How many Legos were, so we're going to go back in time and think about how many were in each box before I gave George 4. So in the end of the story, I have 26 Legos. We want to know how many were in each box before I gave George 4. So let's think about it. 26 minus 4 because, sorry, no, don't mind me. 26 is how many I have in the end. But before I started, I had more, right? I opened up the box. Imagine me opening up the box, and I gave 4 to George. When I did that, I ended up with 26. We want to know, well, how many did I have before I cracked open one of those boxes and gave 4 to George? So we have to kind of roll back time. We have to think, okay, so we have 26 in the end. Let's add those 4 back. Pretend, I don't know, maybe I didn't give those to George. And how many Legos did we start with? Well, 26 plus 4, my friends, I think a lot of you already know, is 30. So we started with 30 Legos, but it wasn't just one big bag of 30 Legos. 30 was shared evenly across 6 boxes. So in order to find this is our first step, and now we're going to do our second step. In order to figure out our final answer, we have to think, okay, so I started off with 30 Legos. That was, keep in mind, before I gave George 4. So in the beginning, I had 30 Legos, and they were shared evenly across 6 boxes. And we want to figure out, 30 divided by 6. I think many of you know that 30 divided by 6 is 5. which tells me that 5 Legos were in each box in the beginning. Because 5 times 6 is 30. We started off with 30, and then I got kind of crazy and gave George 4. This is one of those problems that we really have to understand what's happening before we start calculating. And this one is kind of, we're thinking about, well, what did I have in the beginning versus what did we have in the end? And how did I go from 26 to 30? Well, I went from 26 to 30 because I gave George 4. So again, my friends, there's so many different ways that you can draw pictures to make this meaningful for you. If you are interested in sharing 30 across 6 equal boxes, we always have that option. That, again, is a wonderful strategy that you have in your toolbox and you can take with you wherever you go. But again, these 2-step problems we really have to understand before we go ahead and launch into our calculations. Okay, we have one more problem to do, and then we are going to be all set with our study guide. Okay, my friends, this final item in our study guide is showing Johanna using repeated subtraction to find 24 divided by 6. We can see that we subtracted 6 1, 2, 3, 4 times, which helps us understand that 24 divided by 6 equals 4. Now we have to show a different strategy to show 24 divided by 6. And I feel like the first or the most common way that many of us will look at this is through equal groups. We can draw our 6 equal groups. I feel like many of us could do this in our sleep by this point. So we have 6 equal groups. We're looking to share 24. And this one, I think it's really important to actually show all of the 24. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Beautiful. So I just shared 24 evenly across 6 groups, showing that another way we can solve 24 divided by 6 is by just spreading that over across our groups. Okay, that is it for our review video. My friends, watch this as many times as you need to. Go back and maybe try the 2-step problems that are feeling a little tricky. But if you are watching this video, you are in the exactly perfect place so that you can feel really prepared for our test on Monday. And I can't wait for you to show all of your great learning. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.